Collective, you don't see it yet, but things are working out beautifully. Do you hear me? In regards to your finances, um, your ships have come in, and it's all happening right underneath your nose. Like, you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, is what Spirit is showing me. All right. And it's time for you to decide what next big project it will be. So you have all the ingredients, you have the makeup that's necessary to take something to the next level. You can continue choosing to build upon something that's already has some success, or you can move on. Either way, it feels like both of these options that you have, they're entirely different. They offer some type of different. It's like you get the best of both worlds. You get to keep the best of both worlds is what I'm getting. I'm also seeing travel. Some of you, this is physical travel, or this is travel as in moving around on platforms and different things like that, and doors being open for you that were once closed, right? So now is your time. And I feel like you just don't see it yet, right? You haven't gotten the recognition yet for it. You haven't experienced that brilliant idea like blowing up, but you know that it's good. You know that it's a good business. You know that's a good business idea or whatever. And you're about to feel even more like it's like you're going to get like a boost or an increase some area in your financial sector. Some of y'all is going to come up in the form of supporters. Others of you is coming in the form of like more business opportunities for your services. And it may come in the form as well as like more views and subscriptions and things like that. For those of you in the 9 to 5 sector, it feels like you're able to move departments, and in this next department, they're giving you a higher pay raise, but you don't know it yet because they're having conversation like you're the candidate that they want to choose. So by the time you find out, it's going to be like an aha moment. So let's see. Finances for my collective. So we have face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. And so I feel like this is about you finally choosing to get out of your own way and realizing that all along it was you stopping you from getting to the next level. And you had to go through this experience so you can master how to block out distractions. The more success that you get, the more trolls that you attract. And if you haven't mastered how to deal with those trolls, they can kind of make you self-sabotage yourself because you're tired of dealing with it. You haven't developed the maturity necessary to know how to utilize it in your favor. And so now you've blocked out that distractions. You got that master class. you done mastered the class and the art necessary. You know that this is how you show up in this sector of your life, and nobody can check you. Okay, nobody can check you about you being who you say you are and X, Y, and Z and rete, because at the end of the day, you said what you said. That's the bottom line. So you can expect recognition, more support, and overall success, and keep building. Like, you can feel confident to keep building towards something, and it's going to pay off like big, not small, big. I'm also seeing you building a community, a reputation, a rapport. Your resume is getting longer. You're an earth angel. The devil. Yeah, new levels, new devils. That is the message. But you got to be committed, right? Because just because these new levels come with new devils, that don't mean that's going to stop you. No. I heard you're a bone crusher. You ain't never scared. You committed. Because it seems like there are people that have been trying to push this narrative that you're only doing it for the money, or that you're in debt. You're abusing your power, you're abusing your finances, so they may feel some type of way when they see you living this life of luxury. And that's because they're projecting, because they were too afraid to apply themselves. So you deal with people that lack the confidence necessary to overcome their fears to get what it is that they desire. And they need people like you to think small so they feel important. So you have absolutely no idea that whoever this authority figure that's been abusing their power and really trying to project some type of demonic intention over you, it's like it's a small things to a giant. That's what I'm getting. Like your guides are saying this is small things to a giant. You're getting your mojo back. That's what this is. You're getting your mojo back. You're no longer griping with the idea of your image, your reputation, and constantly like that season of you going within to check yourself to make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing. Like you're done with that. It's like I'm done. I'm done people pleasing. I'm done trying to dim myself so other people feel comfortable. And you're forcing people to accept that you have this gift, you have this privilege. Like, take it or leave it, like it or like it or hate it, love it or hate it. You are going to be successful. You are destined to be successful, one way or another. I see you embracing your dark feminine. The High Priestess in reverse is you embracing your dark feminine and not being afraid of your alter ego. Your alter ego plays an important part in who you are. A lot of people are raised to cut their shadow side out and only walk in the light, and then they project their intentions of what they feel like you should look like as something that you're responsible for making them feel secure in. But that shadow work taught you that it's not your job to make shit make sense for other people. If they don't get it, they weren't meant to get it. If they don't understand, they weren't meant to understand. And so your shadow, your higher self, your alter ego is very protective of you. Very protective of you when it comes to other people trying to shame you, trying to block you, make you have to defend yourself. And so a lot of people learn the hard way. Yeah, trying to take down your foundation, trying to block you from certain events, working under the table, but then pretty much pretending like they're not doing anything to manipulate the system to affect you, but they are. And so it's like you're using what you have to get what you want. And that's the alchemist ability. And with the Nine of Wands, this is pretty much saying, if that's where you have to start, that's what it is. But they were trying to flip it to make you feel like it's too hard, I don't want to do it, maybe I'm not meant to do it, make you doubt yourself. I'm hearing it's never been easy for people like you. Whether it's a gender thing, whether it's a belief system thing, whether it's a lifestyle, it's never been easy for people like you. You guys are doing something that ain't never been done before. Death. Yeah, it's giving me Rosa Parks at the back of the bus. At the end of the day, that was a perfect example of her allowing her shadow, allowing her dark feminine to protect her. And all she did was say no. So all you're doing is saying, no, I'm not afraid of you. No, I'm not getting up out my seat. No, I'm meant to be in this position, whether you like it or you hate it. Whether you like it or not. And all the intimidation, all of the tactics that were done, even in that era, you may resonate with Rosa Parks energy. Like you could have been really, like your soul lived a lifetime as Rosa Parks. Okay. But it's trying to make you feel like you don't have a choice in the matter, and that they can rearrange. Because I think in the movie, she was sitting in the Negro side, and then the person, after calling the authorities to remove her, changed the seating arrangements. And so on that day, she decided that she had enough. So it's like enough is enough. And that's the same thing that you're going through right now. Your shadow self is saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. And I feel like it's happening with like fame and success. Yeah. Trying to be selective on who experienced that success, who gets views, who gets numbers. Okay. People pleasing type of shit. It's like you won't get no support from this area. Justice, yeah, you're dealing with a lot of injustice, collective. You aren't crazy. It's really happening. And you may be calling shit out. Okay, what's triggering them is that you are the sword of truth. No one can tell you, oh, you need to go heal, you need to humble yourself. You've already done that work. And so you're a catalyst for change. You're about to be a catalyst for change. At this new level of success that you're going through, you're going to have a strong community that supports you. And whatever project you have, they really help you see it to fruition and elevate you so you're in the right space, in the right place that opens doors for the next wave, the next generation. And so in these situations, your higher self, your dark feminine energy pretty much possesses you, takes over. And that's when they reap what they sow. And then they're forced to determine if they really want to fuck with you and try to fear tactic you, or if they want to let the situation, it's like it's getting out of hand. Okay, there's something about trying to hinder you, trying to bind you, trying to block you from your destiny. The more they make a spectacle out of you, the more people wake up to the injustice. That's your mojo. And so it's like this system, this organization is realizing that you would get less traction if they would stop targeting you. You would have less numbers if they stop targeting you. They're going to realize that very soon. It seems like Three of Swords. Yeah. This adversity didn't break you. You were built for this. You were prepared for this. A lot of you in your lifetimes, they have tried to get rid of you long before you would have this awakening. Because you are a walking transformation. You are a walking catalyst for change. Whatever it is that you do, your alter ego, your persona, it sets so many people free from poverty thinking, lack consciousness. And it all stems from some type of injustice connected to you. So there's like some of y'all, it's a lawsuit. that exposes them, yeah, help fund. It's like, oh, you just help this person. All the slander, right? All the no, we don't want you here, get away, move away from here, all that type of energy. All they did was help you win a case. Some of you guys, this could have been like a community or a civil case or civil lawsuit. This could be the Emperor also tells me something to do with your stability. Someone trying to get you out of a house. All right, some of y'all have a case with a legal situation in regards to a house or an apartment complex. So you got some money and you may be over the situation, but your higher self is saying, no, this is a part of one of the big blessings that you're supposed to receive. And then you're going to get a lot of money from it. And so they're trying to brush something under the rug so they can continue bullying you and like do reverse psychology and convince you that you don't have a case, but you have a case. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like reach out to I don't know if it's like fair trade or community, like you can message someone specifically. It's like giving petition, you having to petition against some type of injustice for people that are investing in something. Also, you reaching out to a community outreach. If this is about a platform and there's like stuff happening, like you're going to start blowing the whistle on situations, and it's going to force them to investigate some type of corrupt boss or leader, authority figure that is it's like there's an organization, a platform or something like that hired a low-key racist, prejudiced person that is, they're like they're like anti something, and this is supposed to be like a community that's not biased, right? But they are like anti your kind, anti something. Yeah, you're about to expose. It's like someone's gonna be like stepped down or told to like either step down or resign. And it's like all that was like, this is about to raise awareness. You're about to raise awareness in some type of injustice. And they're going to hate the fact that they're trying to avoid it right now by making amends without you having to bring it to awareness. But you got a case. You have a case with a situation. And it's meant to go in your favor. And they got some type of legal advice, and they were told like, yeah, if collective decides to pursue this, it can go in their favor. They can win against you and you'll owe them money. And so now you may notice that they're not bothering you. And since they're not bothering you anymore, or since someone isn't bothering you anymore, like you're over it, you let it go. But your higher self, your dark feminine is saying, no, this is one of the big checkmates that you're destined to make. And it's going to open doors for so many people that do the same thing that you do, that are in the same line of business as you. And so you're not meant to just walk away and ignore it. And so along the way, people are going to try to threaten you. Like, oh, how could you say that about that person? Or how could you think that? And you're meant to block out the distractions and do it anyway. They may try to project like, oh, you think you're entitled, or people owe you something. We don't owe you anything. That's fine. They can say whatever they want to say. It's all because they're trying to avoid this tower from falling. But no, it's not supposed to have to be hard for anyone. Everyone should have fair, equal trade, fair opportunity, fair everything. It doesn't matter what it's supposed to be unbiased. And so you're pretty much bringing awareness and shedding light on the under table bullshit that happens that's hard to prove. And so the only time things like this gets exposed is when they fuck with people like you. So you're a catalyst for change. Period. They should have had a V8. So we're going to get a closing message from the angels, because y'all are dealing with some very heavy corrupt shit. Blow the whistle. Doo, doo. Could be in the music industry as well. So we have epiphany, seek clarity. Let's get 3 more. Dreams, believe in your dreams. Yeah, you have a purpose, you have a dream. Vacation, take time for relaxation and an adventure. And then we have cheer up. Something is about to like really make you happy. Invite serendipity. Watch how this plays out. Like, watch how this plays out. Your potential to explore your dreams and pursue them, you're being asked to think big. And so continue thinking big for your future. Continue thinking big about your dreams. Nobody's going to be able to keep you small. Okay? You abundant. Okay? You juicy. That's what I have for you guys until the next time. Bye, collective.